Hello, my name is Amanda Williams, and I'm a member of the Fayetteville branch of the NAACP Political Action Committee. Thank you for attending Vote No on Changing the Structure to Fayetteville City Council. What is Vote Yes Fayetteville? It is an effort to restructure the Fayetteville City Council. Currently, we have a 9 single-member district and a at-large mayor. Vote Yes Fayetteville is proposing a 5 single-member districts, 4 at-large members, and an at-large mayor elected by the entire city. There's a petition to add a referendum to the upcoming municipal election that is circulating, which requires 5,000 signatures. Currently, we have 9 districts, with each district being represented by a councilman or a councilwoman, 1 councilperson per district, versus Vote Yes Fayetteville's recommendation of 5 councilmen and 4 councilmen representing no specific district. Why is this change being proposed? Well, Vote Yes Fayetteville says traffic stops and crime, everybody else is doing it, the big picture, and greater representation. But ask yourself, is it really something else? Fewer traffic stops. Yes, there were fewer traffic stops in 2020. 19,109 fewer traffic stops in 2020 than in 2019. We were in a pandemic, and we still are. Some of us feel safer if we're not stopped by the police. Overall, crime is actually down. According to the 2020 Fayetteville Police Department's annual crime report, in Fayetteville, there's been a 5-year decline in crime. There's absolutely no correlation between crime and the structure of city council. At large does not equal greater access. The 9 single-member district council members are called city councilmen because they're sworn to represent the entire city and not just their district. City council members regularly engage in projects outside of their districts. Councilmen are charged to respond to any city resident, regardless of their assigned numerical district. At large equals big money. At large races are expensive. It would be financially prohibitive for the average citizen to run an at-large race. In 2012, it cost approximately $60,000 to run a race. It could be much more at the present time. We could actually end up with 4 or more city councilmen from 1 or 2 zip codes. So ask yourself, whose interests do you think they would represent? Yours or big money? And now, Ms. Emily Grimes will present.
Hello, I'm Emily Chapman Grimes, and I'm with the Fayetteville branch NAACP's Political Action Committee. Yes, we should be concerned about this proposal to restructure Fayetteville City Council. At-large representation will not fix the issues that the Vote Yes Fayetteville Committee cites as reasons to create at-large seats. The priorities of at-large representatives will disregard the needs of marginalized communities. And when we consider how and where wealth is concentrated in this city, prosperous communities will continue to prosper while the needs of low-wealth communities will be ignored. We must learn from history. Our city has a history of polarized elections. In 2007, A similar proposal was requested, and the Department of Justice rejected the proposal to change the method of election. During that time, Section 5 of the Voting Rights Act was still in effect, and any changes to election methods required pre-clearance from the U.S. Attorney General. This proposal was rejected, and if we look at the final bullet, this is a direct quote from the determination letter from the U.S. Department of Justice. From 1986 to 1997, African American voters had no success in electing candidates of their choice to at-large positions. It is imperative that we vote no because we no longer have pre-clearance protection. Let's take a moment to talk about the city of Fayetteville. The city of Fayetteville was established in 1783. Marshall Pitts, the first mayor of color, served from 2001 to 2005. Our current mayor, Mitch Colvin, began serving in 2017. In a city that is over 200 years old, that's only a combined 8 years of minority governance at the helm. Now that the voters have chosen the first persons of color to lead the city, others have determined that they want to turn the clock back. Diversity is important. The city council should be representative of the city as a whole and not just the population with money or those who can afford to buy an election. Our current city council is intergenerational and made up of men and women of different races. The Vote Yes Fayetteville Committee lacks ethnic and gender diversity. So now it's a problem. Now that there is more diverse representation in the city council, the Vote Yes Fayetteville Committee wants to change who represents you. We've all heard the phrase, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Take a moment to look at this slide. On the left, you'll see the Vote Yes Fayetteville Committee. You'll recognize a couple of former mayors as well as former city council persons. On the right, you will see the current city council. Again, I say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. In conclusion, at-large representation is not a cure-all. Persons elected at large are no more likely to see the big picture than our current configuration allows. At-large representation will not reduce crime, nor will it make our city safer. If efforts to change the city council structure are successful, the city could essentially be governed by individuals from one affluent zip code. We must encourage every eligible voter to go to the polls. Talk to your family members, your neighbors, your friends, your barber, every eligible voter. Ask them to vote no on changing the structure of Fayetteville's City Council. Thank you.